Today I am going to work on cleaning up one of the chicken coops that's not in use right now. I'm going to cut down the privet bush that's in there. It's all up in the netting and stuff, so that's going to be interesting. I'm going to prune the mulberry tree that's in there, and then I'm going to till up the ground and seed some clover in there. Some white clover. And I may get some other stuff, food plot type stuff to plant in there. But first I gotta go put these SD cards back in my camera. I don't know if I said it in the last video, but I checked the cameras last week and there was a nice 8 or 9 point in there, and some does and a hawk. And I was wondering if it was one of the hawks that got my chickens, but we'll never know. So anyways, I'm gonna go put these up and then we're gonna get to it. Well, I got my cameras put up and my salt blocks put up and stuff like that. One of the cameras, something's wrong with it. It never fails, those cheap piece of junk cameras. But anyway, feeding the chickens. I got them some of these mealworms, these dried mealworms. I just feel bad for what happened to them a couple weeks ago, so just been giving some little treats. Mealworms, got their oyster shells for their calcium, their grit. But a miracle happened the other day. I came home, I got home from work, and I always pull in down here, come through the barn. And I was sitting here, I don't remember what I was doing, I was watering them or something. And there's a chicken right here, a Rhode Island Red. And it didn't process. I was like, how'd you get out? And then I was like, oh, you didn't get out. You survived the massacre. And it was days later. And she just showed back up. And she's right over there in the corner. She's over there in the corner by herself. Something's wrong with her leg. I don't know if it's broken or what, but she's got a limp. But it's getting better. She's walking a lot better than she was. But that is freaking awesome, dude. Because she's the only Rhode Island Red that I have left. So that is really cool. Because once I get a rooster from my friend, take her eggs once they're fertilized, put them in my incubator, and hatch some more. So that is really good news. She's the little miracle chicken. But they want out so bad, but they cannot get out. They'll get killed. And I tell them that, but they don't want to listen. I need this ladder. Because I'm going to go over there, I'm going to prune up that mulberry tree that still hasn't produced. I planted that thing years ago. That's probably been 3 or 4 years ago. Quit! Quit! You got a mean hen. I planted that thing 3 or 4 years ago. It still hadn't produced fruit. But when it does, it's going to provide a lot of just fruit for the chickens to eat, you know? So that'll be nice. That's why I planted it in the chicken coop. And it's a good little shade tree. But I do got to cut down that privet that's over there. It's just getting way too big. It's growing all through the netting and stuff. Get that out of there. Get some more sunlight in there. Get that tilled up, seeded. Hopefully it'll rain the next few days. If not, I'll just hit it with some water every day. And that's today's project. Some good mealworms. That right. That right. Give me a paw. Good boy. Good boy. Old boy hadn't grown at all since I got him. I'm thinking he may stay this size forever. He may stay this size forever. But that's fine with me. He can get in them little mole holes, and he'll be quick. He'll get the mice and the little moles. Look at that. Dust just flying off of her. You been rolling around in the dust. He took you a dust bath, didn't you, girl? Yeah. Yeah. He little shit. He bites me. He bites me. He'll be licking my neck, and all of a sudden he'll just bite me right on the neck. You little shithead. He's a sweetheart, though. He's a little sweetheart. He's a good boy. Hey, Cooper, give me a paw. Good boy. Smart little boy, though. He learned that in the first week. All right. Time to start getting this down. That's what's nice about having 2 chicken coops. I can alternate them. That was the whole plan. Like I said, probably 40 times already. What is this? I've got so much stuff going on right here. Like I said, before I went on vacation last year, they were getting picked off left and right, so I just had to throw this stuff up really quick. And it's worked, but time to clean some stuff up, you know. It's just really rocky through here. It's gonna be fun. I don't even know if I need to till it because there's so many rocks. First things first, I'm gonna hit it with the fork or a hard rake or something. And we'll go from there. Some morning glory. But this is the privet that's gotta go. So it's just growing all through it. It's gonna be hell getting it out. I put these nets up by myself. And that was an absolute nightmare. Because it just hangs on everything. Some buzzards. Probably eating the chickens I threw out. Look at this. Okay, maybe now I can get it to open a little bit. Yeah, buddy. What is going on, dude? Let's take a minute to admire this. See that wire up there? Covering those holes? A few years ago, the company I was working for, they the H-1B visa program, he had some Guatemalans come and help us work for like 6 months. They come in April and they leave in October. Well, the person they were living with, which was their family, like cousin or something, doubled their rent price on them. And you know, they're here to make money, send back home to their families, you know, and the great people, salt of the earth people, literally the best people I've ever met. Hilver and Oscar. If they ever see this, which I'm sure they won't. Love y'all boys, but anyway, they doubled their rent on them, so I let them live with me for a few months, and I just told them, you know, you don't have to pay me anything, just help me work around the farm. So they did a lot of stuff, but that's one of the things they did. Put up that wire, just filled any gaps. I'm telling you, you put a machete in the hands of a Guatemalan, dude, they will have a freaking acre cleared in an afternoon. It's something to behold, but that's why I love them people, man. Hard workers, don't complain about nothing. They're just really good people. Wish more Americans were like them. But I still keep in touch with them. They're good people, man. But anyway, back to the project at hand. Never fails. Look at that splinter. Pretty deep too. Ew. Okay, I'm gonna start by getting my loppers and lemon up this mulberry tree. I'm ready for this thing to start producing, man. I don't know if y'all ever had mulberries. There's different types of mulberries. You got like the really big, like I think they're called Pakistani mulberries. Those are awesome. I've only had those like once in Vegas. They had like an Asian market that we went to. Those are really good. But this is a native mulberry. They grow all around the area where I'm at. And if you've ever had native mulberries, some of them suck. You know, it just depends on the soil and where they're planted and stuff, or where they're growing. If you find one that's in some good soil, they are really good. They're not too sweet, but just sweet enough, and just really, really good. Just little bitty purple berries. Really good. If you ever see them out in the wild, try them. Take my word for it, they are good. So all right, I'm gonna limb this up to start. And by the way, don't think like, oh, you're killing it. Like, you cannot kill these things. Literally, this thing was growing in downtown, like the city I live in. It was growing downtown on like right beside a sidewalk. It was growing up under the sidewalk, and the person was like, asked me if I could dig it up, and I was like, yeah. And they were like, you can take it home with you. I was like, I think I'll do that. I got a perfect spot for it. So I literally dug it up, and there wasn't much root ball on it because it was growing under the sidewalk, so I didn't get a lot of the root ball. And you see how it's growing. It's freaking huge. You cannot kill these things. But yeah, and privet's the same. You can't kill that crap either. So I'm gonna cut it down, and it's just gonna keep growing back, but at least I'll have it cut down and get sunlight in here and get some stuff growing. That's the plan. That's gonna be an issue. Big hole right there. And there's a hole right here. Big hole. Golly. We'll see what happens. May have to end up scrapping this one. But yet, this netting's so annoying, man. It just gets hung on everything. But it's very effective. So, pros and cons, baby. Pros and cons. Well, I got it cut down. Just gonna have to trash the netting that's over the top, because I ripped it all to shreds. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna bring the tractor in here. That'll be better anyway. I can use the tractor to till this area up. So yeah. I mean, I ripped it all to shreds. So I'll just trash this netting, buy some new ones eventually. Little grubs everywhere. There's a rotten stump over there that I kicked over, and there was just little grubs all in it. I need to pick them up and throw them to the chickens. But yeah, I mean, it's a mess right now. Gotta get up there and get that off. Just rip all this stuff down. Figure out some other way to do it to where it just don't get hung in everything. I don't know. There's really no way. But yeah, anyway. Where's Mo? Can't find Mo. She's laying in the trees. Y'all gonna have fun tonight. Y'all got some friends coming over. Y'all gonna have fun. Hopefully y'all get along with them. I'm sure y'all will. Alright. Yeah, look at this crap. I just mangled it. Story of my life. I need to get me a wood chipper. They had one for sale at the gas station up down the road from my house like a year or two ago, and it was pretty cheap. I wish I'd have bought it, but because of how I garden out here, I need wood chips or big tarps, you know, some type of mulch, some type of ground cover. If I had a wood chipper, I could take all this stuff that I'm cutting down, run it through the chipper, and then have wood chips for everything, for my compost pile, for my garden, for my berry bushes and fruit trees, for my chicken coop. Like, it's a good investment. That'll be that's on the list of things to get. Sawmill and a wood chipper. And you can make money off of both. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people, farmers and stuff like that, people who have horses and livestock and stuff who need wood shavings and wood chips and stuff like that. So one of these days. All right, we got that done. We got all the netting down. Buzzard's still flying. Cooper's still doing what Cooper does. Got all the netting down, just got to go around the edges where it's like zip tied to the fence and stuff. Got all the crap out of here. I'm gonna bring the tractor in here, push this root ball over. Hopefully, those things they go deep in the ground, so maybe we'll be able to push it over. We'll see. Then I'm gonna get the tiller in here and till this whole area. Smooth it out. There's a real low spot over here. Get it kind of smoothed out. And then I'll put the seed down. Yeah, that's a good productive morning right there, baby. I got my clover right here. Advantage Ladino clover. I guess it's Ladino, whatever. But it is, yeah, it's good stuff. It says Ladino produces around 30% protein in its leaves and is utilized heavily by deer and turkey. It's a perennial, so it says it'll last 3 to 5 years. So we'll see. I planted it before in here and all around here, but I didn't really take care of it. I just kind of threw it on the ground and let it be, and it grew, but it didn't come back as a perennial, so we'll see what happens. Buzzards flying around. They got them some free chicken meat. So that's what I'm about to get started doing, man. It feels so good out here. I woke up this morning and it was like 55 degrees. Now it's probably like maybe close to 70. Pretty early in the morning. Well, it's not pretty early. It's like 10 o'clock, but yeah. We're about to get started on that. There's old Cooper. What you doing, buddy? You doing, good boy? The chicken's just dying to get out. lot better. A lot better. Prune the bottom. Prune some of the middle of it. See, like right here, these two branches aren't touching yet, but by next year, when this one gets more weight on it, it's going to be touching that. That's what causes disease and rot. So I should probably go ahead and take this branch out. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Finally got all that done. Got the tree pruned. Got the privet cut down. Got all the netting ripped out. I will never make that mistake again. Also, I cut my hands wide open. Just kidding. Pokeberries. But I will never make that mistake again. Because I got blackberries and blueberries and raspberries and elderberries and goji berries and a bunch of stuff planted along here. And it was just growing all through the netting. We'll never make that mistake again. It was a nightmare getting it out. But I finally got it done. It looks way better. Now I can revamp this. I'm probably, be a big project, you know, underway. Probably gonna take out these old rotted posts, put in new posts, put in a new fence, and just completely redo it. But first, I'm gonna till it up and plant some clover. But this is the damage right here. A big pile of brush. So that'll be, add another bonfire to the mix. But yeah, about to go get the tractor and get started tilling. Told you those things are tough. It does not want to budge at all. And this thing, this old post, I hit it and it just exploded. And look at all these nails all in it. Everywhere. So I'm gonna get this picked up so I don't get a hole in my tire. Just throw it right here for now. That's one way to do it, but I didn't get the root ball out, so I'm gonna drop the forks and try to just fork it out. Hang tight. See what I mean? They made pretty quick work of it though. gonna go over it one more, maybe 5 more times. Get as much of the roots out as I can, because I don't want that stuff coming back in here. It's very invasive. So yeah. Go a little deeper this time. Change of plans. I'm not even gonna till. That did good enough. That did good enough. I didn't get around the edges just because all these blackberries are hanging over. I'll prune those this winter. But yeah, it broke it up nice. I did get into these roots, which I said I did not want to do. Look at that. That's one of the main roots too, but still won't affect this tree. So I'm gonna get my loppers and clip those. Then we'll go around, spread this seed, hit it with some water. Be nice if it would rain, but can't count on any rain. It's been a drought. So it's supposed to rain in a few days though, like I said. Look at Mo back there. Just sleeping, just peaceful. Sweet girl. You need to go get in the creek. Feels good out here, don't it, girl? Perfect. I bet that dirt feels good. Yeah, it feels good. All right, girl. All right. I got this smoothed out pretty good. I didn't use a rake or nothing. Just went around brushing it around with my foot. There was a good low spot right in here. I kind of filled it in. Just go around, kick these rows, windrows. I need to look at the weather, see when it's supposed to rain. We'll do that right now. Turn Eric Church off for a minute. Well, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Rain possible overnight. See. Yeah, it's supposed to start raining tomorrow morning. Perfect. Couldn't have planned that any better. So I'm not even going to water it. I'm just going to throw my seed down. That is awesome. Well, let's get to seeding. I'm just going to use this whole bag. I bought this. Ooh, about spilled it. I bought this bag years ago. So it's lasted plenty long, but it's probably getting a little old. I need to use it. I'll buy some more. I like having stuff like this on hand, because like I said in previous videos, we got some hard times coming. So I like to be as prepared as possible. And yeah, it's good to have good neighbors too. Have a community of people. Yeah, it's gonna take a team. There's gonna be a patch, a mow-sized patch with no clover growing. Alright, that that's it. Another project done. This really needed it too. And I'm just gonna, like I said, tear all these posts down, redo everything, redo the fencing so it's not so ghetto. And yeah, I still have all my berry bushes all the way around, and I'm just gonna leave those because it's just a nice little touch. It's something for the bushes to grow on and everything. But it'll be kind of difficult working around them, ripping everything out, but we'll get her done. So yeah, another project done. I'll probably go do some more work now. Probably just blow some leaves, wash some clothes, you know, grown-up stuff that nobody likes to do, but it's got to be done, unfortunately. So yeah, I hope y'all have a good week. Thanks for watching.